The sheer size of Saving Our Sons is insane. Saving Our Sons has a grand total of 123,000 followers on their Facebook. That's more than Intact America, the richest intactivist group to my knowledge, and Bloodstained Men, one of the more predominant intactivist groups, combined on Facebook. Actually, if you combine it, you would still have to add an extra 20% to that to have Saving Our Sons numbers. So what is Saving Our Sons? What do they actually do? On their Facebook, they say Saving Our Sons is an educational nonprofit providing research-based materials on intact health and circumcision. Oh, this is right here where it says SOS is an educational nonprofit providing research-based materials on intact health and circumcision. So if you go to their website, you can see they have home. This talks about breastfeeding and circumcision resources. Give sponsor, I2 materials. I haven't really seen the hashtag I2 except with Intaction. They like to use it a lot. Contact and connect, intact info packs, wristbands, local chapters, which this is actually very unique with Saving Our Sons. They have a lot of chapters, and it is at least 75 different chapters all over the world. This is United States. Typically, they have like at least one group in each state. Then they have Canada, a lot of things in Canada, Australia, South Korea, Latin America, United Kingdom, Africa. So they have a lot of groups Saving Our Sons. They have research. They have this Target campaign going on where Target gives back to babies. I'm not really sure how this whole thing works. They have shirts, guest authors, intact-friendly physicians, intact-friendly businesses, intact-friendly discussion groups, don't retract back, intact care, restoration, all the Abrahamic religions, HIV/AIDS, AAP circumcision statement, MGM memorial, signs and banners, expos and events, and, donate. So what I am seeing here is that Saving Our Sons, they sell merchandise, which if you look at their t-shirts, it's gone. Like, it's not available. So they're not selling shirts anymore. This is made by Mama's Intact Shop. It's available. I clicked. So they do have Made by Mama. That is on their Facebook. But however, if you go ahead and actually click on the actual store, the Intactivism shop, you have products that look like they're not available. Maybe there are. Yeah, everything here seems like it's gone. Yeah, there's no pictures here at all. It's very interesting because they do sell things. They also give out wristbands right here. So they have a whole Etsy shop. You can check out their Etsy shop right here. This apparently is still working. They have quite a bit of things you can go ahead and buy here. They do indeed give a lot of research material, but it seems like, I don't know, like this website doesn't look the best, to be honest. And also, they do indeed go protesting. When you go and check their Facebook, you can see them out there protesting. It says dates have been set for Genital Integrity Awareness Week. And this was 2024. This is their album. So this was September 16th. They went out to go ahead and do this. On the face of all of this, Saving Our Sons looks okay, right? Saving Our Sons seems like a typical intactivist group. But Saving Our Sons is far from okay, and no one is asking questions until now. First off, if Saving Our Sons is doing as well as it is with 123,000 followers, why is their website unsecured? This is not secured. It's telling me not to enter any sensitive information, which is interesting. So their website is not kept up to date. And it also looks like it's built from the 90s too. So that's a bit concerning. But not only that, when you go and look up Saving Our Sons on YouTube, They don't have it. They have no YouTube channel whatsoever here. And then when you go on TikTok, once again, Saving Our Sons, they don't have a Saving Our Sons TikTok. Now, if they do, somebody please let me know. But as of right now, I checked, looked everywhere. They don't seem to have it. Now, on top of this, their Twitter hasn't been posted on since July 6, 2019. This is the last time anything has been posted. So they just stopped after the 4th of July. They just quit. So it seems like they've been done for 5 years. They joined October 2010, and they have a lot less followers on Twitter. So the only real platform Saving Our Sons is on is Facebook. So how did they get so many people to follow them? At least on Facebook. They have more followers on Facebook. Just to put this in perspective, if you combined Intact America, Bloodstained Men, Cockfight, Foragin, Colorado ABC, TLC Tugger, Attorneys for the Rights of the Child, and Intaction, combine them all, Saving Our Sons has more followers on Facebook. I think this would be great information to relay to other intactivists. Like, hey, Saving Our Sons, what's your secret? That would be great to know. And another thing that's really odd is, what service does Saving Our Sons provide that is better than the above groups that I've mentioned? It's not the age, because if you go to Saving Our Sons, this was created November 1st, 2010. If you go to Intact America, they were made October 31st, 2008. So Intact America had 2 more years to get more followers. It isn't that they post a lot. Bloodstained Men post way more, like 2 times daily. When you go to Saving Our Sons, you see that they only post once every couple months, like September 16th. So what their last time, that was about 15 days ago. Other than that, it's July 30th. That was about 2 months ago. June 3rd. That was about a month half before that. And then this year is May 12th. So they post about once a month, it looks like. Well, there's a double. And then that's March. So that was 2 months before May 12th. So Saving Our Sons does not post nowhere near as much as Bloodstained Men. But for some reason, they have well over double the Bloodstained Men. They aren't providing you a way to regrow or restore what circumcision took from you, like Foragin or TLC Tugger. They aren't providing justice, like Intaction/Health Equality Campaign and ARC Law. And they aren't protesting more than the Bloodstained Men. It seems like they only protest once a year or so for Saving Our Sons. So my only guess is that maybe Saving Our Sons has millions of dollars for advertising, but why would their website look like it's from the 90s and not be secured then? And that's just one discrepancy from Saving Our Sons. What business structure is Saving Our Sons? Is it a for-profit? Is it a non-profit? Like, what is it? Well, it depends on what you read. If you go to their Facebook is going to tell you SOS is a educational non-profit. Okay, non-profit. That means your stuff is tax deductible when you donate to them, right? Well, if you go to their actual website and you scroll in a lot, you have to scroll in to see this. It says 2007-2022, hasn't been updated for 2 years, all rights reserved. Saving Our Sons operates as a not-for-profit educational organization. Okay, so it's a not-for-profit now, which is a big difference from non-profit. Also, it's odd that they haven't updated their website for 2 years, especially if they're doing really well. And it gets even worse than that. So when you try to go ahead and look up anything for Saving Our Sons on ProPublica, you get nothing. I've checked Saving Our Sons, and there's nothing in Virginia. Because if you go to their Facebook, they are in Virginia right here. This is where they're located at. You go to ProPublica, you don't get anything in Virginia. You go to Candid, you type in Virginia, Saving Our Sons, nothing. Okay, so this is all odd, right? You can't find anything on Saving Our Sons, even though it's American. If you go to Tactivist Guide to Giving, this gets even weirder. Okay, so it says that your donations you make to this organization are not tax deductible. So it's probably not a nonprofit. Now, it says right here, Saving Our Sons, LLC, SCCID, and it gives you the entity type right here, which is Limited Liability Company. So it's an LLC, but the status is canceled. So what does that mean? Well, if you go all the way down here to the explanatory notes, I'm going to go ahead and move myself. It says that the corporate status of Saving Our Sons was canceled by the state of Virginia because it was marked as fee delinquent for 2017. Source, Virginia State Corporation Commission. So, Saving Our Sons is not a nonprofit or a not-for-profit. Granted, I click this and this doesn't load, so nothing pops up. I don't know why that is, but it doesn't pop anything up. Saving Our Sons should be done, right? But it's not, because you saw previously they're still posting on their Facebook. So once again, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think Saving Our Sons is? Do you think it's a nonprofit, a not-for-profit, or do you think it's an LLC still? Because it doesn't make any sense to me what this actually is. And also, it's really odd because if they paid a lot of money to get 123,000 people on their Facebook, how could they not pay their Virginia fees? And not only that, they did say they're from Virginia, but I can find no tax filings from them or on them. So it's weird. Well, maybe Saving Our Sons is closed and shut down. Well, in my interview with Max Roberts, he talks about SOS, Saving Our Sons, and Intact Australia. I'm going to paraphrase him when he says Intact Australia and Intact Kenya are a part of Saving Our Sons. And they are giving funding to Kennedy to run radio advertising to prevent circumcisions. So Saving Our Sons are still available and having a global outreach. But once again, no one would know this if Potts didn't talk to Max Roberts. So I'm confused. Saving Our Sons is not shut down. So either they have a really huge global outreach that is shrouded in secrecy to be effective, or they were once really a huge company that is now fizzling out because they're still on Facebook. Maybe it's just a failure to adjust and adapt. Like they were doing really good on Facebook, but then they just never really left except to start a Twitter and their website. Maybe that's what's going on. You guys let me know what you think with Saving Our Sons. Now, this gets a little more interesting with Saving Our Sons. So, whenever you try and give money to Saving Our Sons, which, once again, this is not a secure site, so I would not recommend doing something that's from a not secure site. But when you click donate right here, it's going to give you donate to peaceful parenting, Saving Our Sons donation, SOS supporter. So you can donate with PayPal. And if you go to give/sponsor, you're going to also get giving money to them via Venmo. And you can go ahead and pay via mail, I suppose. And then it says to give without PayPal taking a percentage. It says go to paypal.com, click send money to family and friends, enter savingsons@gmail.com. Yeah, that's I don't know about that. That's interesting. And I know some businesses do that. I don't know. It's interesting. That would just make me really nervous to go type in information on this site, especially since there's like hackers around and such. Also, another problem with this is that they don't tell you that your donation is not tax deductible. Like we control F that real quick. Nothing. So they don't tell you that, hey, like we're not tax deductible with your donations, which is crazy because I feel like they should definitely be doing that, because if you give them like $5,000, $10,000 expecting a tax write-off, and it's like, oh, hey, actually, we're a not-for-profit or we're an LLC or whatever, well, that's a problem. And I understand here at POTS, we don't typically do that, but we literally have LTD at the end of our name. And honestly, if you ever donate to a VTuber, most likely you should think, hey, this is not going to be a tax deductible unless it's for your business or something. But point being, though, is Saving Our Sons is throwing around this nonprofit status, which can really confuse people on if they are getting a tax deduction or not. And I can't even tell you if you're going to get a tax deduction with Saving Our Sons or not, because it doesn't tell you. Now, finally, who actually runs Saving Our Sons? So from the Intactivist Guide to Giving, we got that it is ran by Danielle Frisby. Now, I've tried figuring things out about Danielle Frisby. First thing I have to say, whenever Potts did the MVP for Intactivism, we asked everyone to list off every Intactivist that they could think of, and she never got mentioned. I don't know who Danielle is, and I know my team has been on Intactivism for like 20 plus years combined. And then if you take in the entire Discord, a lot more. We have a lot of people on our Discord, and none of them have ever mentioned anything about a Danielle Frisby. I mean, I have no idea who that is. But however, if you do go to her Facebook, because I did try to look her up and stuff, and I had no luck doing that, but this is of any value, and this isn't like a lying thing, I don't know. Right here, it says woman-owned, veteran-owned, minority-owned, LGBTQ plus owned, and then it says disability-owned. So it seems that she has hit every virtue possible. I mean, are we going to buy that Danielle is running all of SOS by herself all over the globe? That's pretty interesting if you think that. But I will say, though, it says this business has identified that they have diverse ownership. You may see diverse businesses highlighted in campaigns on Facebook. Maybe that is how they got all of their followers. Maybe, I'm not sure. But once again, I have no idea who Danielle Frisby is. So if you guys could let me know, that would be great. And also, are we really going to just assume that it's just Danielle running all of Saving Our Sons all over the globe with all of their chapters? You know, that's a lot of managing. But yet nobody absolutely talks about her. Like, you won't hear anything about this person. And final thing is, where can we get up-to-date information on Saving Our Sons and their plans? Seriously, I barely know they exist. They have a Twitter or X that hasn't been updated in the past 5 years, and they rarely post on Facebook. But they are still doing active Intactivism, apparently, especially if you go ahead and go back to the Max Roberts interview and listen to him. He talks about Saving Our Sons and what they do with Intact Australia. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm going to go do an interview with Max Roberts hopefully soon about Saving Our Sons and what they do. Maybe he knows something. Maybe he doesn't. He did talk a lot about Saving Our Sons once again in our previous interviews, but I'm interested if he's going to be able to answer these questions. And if you guys have any questions to add about Saving Our Sons or any information, please let me know once again down in the comments. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.